Got one. Ooh, he's a fighter. Look at that, guys. Got one. Fish on. 5 in the bucket. Guys, we're a little serious now.
Oh,
we're going to talk about a recent trip we did to Barview Jetty and to BayOcean Peninsula. We're going to start with Barview Jetty, and Laura's going to give us a little history of it.
Okay, so the history of Barview Jetty, actually a lot of the history of Barview Jetty is actually the history of BayOcean, which we will get to later on, but Barview Jetty was constructed in 1917 by the Army Corps of Engineers. It was built out of 37,000 tons of stone and extends 5,213 feet into the ocean. From an elevated lookout tower, currently the Coast Guard can watch the bar crossing, and it historically, since it's been built, has been used as a U.S. Coast Guard watchtower. It is home to Oregon's second largest campground, which offers 160 total spots for either tent or RV camping. And they actually have built cabins now, so you can rent a small cabin. I don't think they have very many of them.
Oh, that's cool. I hadn't seen that yet. Cool.
Yeah. They do have bathroom facilities and non-potable water. The bathrooms, some of them have running water and flushing toilets, and others are just kind of outhouse style. They also have some showers, which are quarter showers, so pop a quarter in there and it'll give you a little bit of water, which is pretty cool because if you're camping at the beach and you're getting all sandy, sometimes it's nice to take a shower.
All right, but what we're really here for is fishing at Barview Jetty.
Yes.
Which, my experiences, a few times I've been there, three or four now, I think. We've actually never caught anything when we've been there. And I don't see a lot of other people really catching there. I've seen a few people catch things, but it's not like everybody's catching something, so it's a lot of work, obviously.
I think it just depends. Like, I've been there and I've seen lots of people catching fish. I've caught fish, but I think it depends on where you're at in the jetty. There's 2 areas you could actually go out on the jetty, or there's a separate day use area that's in the calmer water, so you're not getting pounded by waves. And I mean, so there's just a ton of different places that you can fish, and you can fish in the inside, which is a little bit calmer in the waterway, or you can fish on the other side of the jetty, which just opens up into the ocean.
And speaking of the ocean side, the beach right down there, a lot of people surf perch fish there, which we hope to do that soon and get a video of that and catch them.
Yeah, we've done that before. All I caught was little tiny lingcods, which were like 4 inches long and really frustrating because that's not what I wanted. So they kept eating my worms.
Right, which another good point, what most people fish for in that area. A lot of people surf perch, lingcod, rockfish, sea bass.
Mm-hmm. But also kelp greenlings are there, cabezon.
And sometimes somebody snags a crab.
Yeah, you
right
can.
off the rocks.
Yeah, actually, if you throw a worm and just kind of let it sit on the bottom in the calmer water, you can typically pull up a crab if it's the time of year when crabs are around. So get yourself a license, and you can get crabs and fish.
And then, yeah, and one thing I've always thought of every time we fish there is I remember pointing across and saying to Laura once, is like, how do we get over there to that? What's that over there? I don't see nobody over there. And so I decided to look it up, and so our next part of this video will be BayOcean Peninsula and how to get there and our hike to fish it, and we'll see you there.
See you there. Okay, so my husband, every time we go to Barview Jetty, is always looking across to the other side and wondering, what is that? How do we get there? And actually, often as I've been driving around Garibaldi to get to Barview, I look out onto what I think is an island, which turns out it really isn't an island. And I've always wondered, is that man-made or is that natural, and how do we get there? So my husband did some research and figured out how to get us there. And then I did some research just to kind of figure out what the history of the place was, and it turns out it's very interesting. BayOcean was once a city, and I, like probably a lot of Oregonians, had no idea that there was ever any civilization out there. So, little history lesson for the day. BayOcean was what they once called the Atlantic City of the West, or the Millionaires' Playground. It was developed by the Potters in 1906. Basically, young man Potter came out and wanted to spend some time in Tillamook, and he walked out onto the spit, and he climbed up to the top of the mountain and realized he could see the Tillamook Bay on one side and the ocean on the other side, and he thought, this is perfect, I'm going to build a resort here. So he called his parents, who were developers, and that's exactly what they did. BayOcean had a hotel, a bowling alley, a general store, a natatorium, which is a fancy word for a swimming pool, had a heated saltwater wave pool, and then it had a neighborhood of around 2,000 homes, most of which were vacation homes. Little did they know that building the jetty, and this is the North Jetty, would alter the sea currents, which would cause BayOcean to slowly sweep away into the ocean, which sucks. Ultimately, though, it was the Great Depression in 1929 that sealed the fate of BayOcean. People no longer could afford to vacation, and BayOcean was forgotten and fell into thievery. So what's really cool is when you're doing this hike, you have to drive across the dike, and then there's a small parking lot, and then it's basically a 5-mile hike,
5-mile hike
on this spit
all the
that
way
gets
in.
You out to the South Jetty.
Which is a trail that goes off where the city was, which some will explore in a future video.
Yeah, but there's trails kind of that branch off of the main trail that take you to all these other locations that were once dwellings, but now there's nothing. There's not even a remnants.
No.
I'm sure if you dug, but you're not allowed to dig.
Right.
So anyway, that was pretty interesting.
And we saw some elk tracks out there too. I think there might be some elk living out there.
The hike is really accessible. It's flat, and it's
Mostly, yeah, almost all the way
it's
flat.
wide. It's not treacherous or anything. It's well maintained, but it's just long.
Good for a runner if you want to do a more extreme run, do a 10-mile run. It'd be awesome. But I think next time we're going to do mountain bikes. I think that would be to get out there faster, to start fishing faster, and
Unless you like to hike 5 miles with all your fishing gear and your pole, and then hike back out with any fish that you catch, which we did catch fish. We caught rockfish, 7 of them.
Yeah.
Well, we caught more than that, but we had to throw some back.
Yeah, and as was shown in the video, we were using a little squid that I called octopus on the video, which she run. It was a little squid lure.
Glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark lure. Yeah, you'll see it. And yeah, we found a spot and we started rocking them, pulling them in.
Got one.
It's crazy.
Ooh, he's a
I
fighter.
was really excited
Look at that, guys.
because I'd never caught fish like that before, like
Fish on.
other than trout.
5 in the bucket.
Yeah, it was a good day.
It was a really good day, and
He's a fighter. Oh, I think he's a good one. Oh, come on. Don't get stuck down there. Oh yeah, look at that. It's a big one, guys. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think maybe we stay here. He's a big one.
yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, the pieces of us catching fish, and yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Yep, and don't forget to go down and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. Oh my god, I'm gonna pee myself.